Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to present a capable shaman deck. With the recent buff to Totem Goliath, Totem Shaman obviously became a contender, and this particular list is FunkiMonki's take on the archetype. I started playing with this one because it looked like a pretty fun take on the archetype, and well, it turned out to be performing really well, so I just kept playing with it and I ended up playing it all the way to Legend. Fine, I had the 11 times multiplier, but I also had 80% win rate playing with this deck, so it performed extremely well. The overall idea behind Totem Shaman is that Totem Shaman is an aggro deck, and you just try to get some totems going very quickly, you try to get even more totems, and you try to buff up your totems. You have cards like Totemic Reflection, given being +2/+2 if it's a totem, summon a copy of it. Incredibly powerful tool, especially in combination with Tour Guide. 1 mana 1 on Belcry, your next hero power costs 0, so you will always have a guaranteed totem very early for Totemic Reflection if you can pick up a Tour Guide. Or if you're going to get a totem to stick, then Totemic Reflection can be incredibly powerful. You have a couple of 2-cost totems, the Trick Totem and the Evil Totem. Trick Totem was the card that I was the most skeptic about when I looked at this list. Okay, can Trick Totem really get the job done? Is it reliable enough? And in my first game I had fairly negative experience with Trick Totems. You can find a video of that game. It's called No Trick Totem No. It's the previous video that I published. But overall, after playing some more games, then yeah, Trick Totem is definitely worth it in the deck. And the way to use Trick Totem is an early game card. I saw a lot of people in my chat talking about, okay, how you should use Trick Totem maybe later on, maybe use it as some kind of swing turn, potential rescue card, but no, that's not the way you use Trick Totem. The best use of Trick Totem is to keep it in the Mulligan and play it early and let it do its thing. And sometimes it fails, sometimes it succeeds, and when it succeeds, it just snowballs really, really hard. Trick Totem is better against aggro decks in general. It is really good at being very responsive early on in the game. Evil Totem is viable against slow decks. But in all faster matchups, it's the Trick Totem that you really want. So the basic mulligan that you do with this deck is Trick Totem, Tour Guide and Totemic Reflection. Then you can try to Totemic Reflect your Trick Totem, or you can Totemic Reflect even your Hero Power Totem with the Tour Guide. Just getting that very early start, then getting some totems buffed, and going on from there, chipping in some damage, then Bloodlust or Vecina to end the game, ideally. There are also some other nice tricks that you can do with this deck. For example, with the Diligent Note Taker, which has Spell Burst to return a spell that you just cast back to your hand. So sometimes you can do like Diligent Note Taker, Storm's Wrath. So you can get some pretty interesting buffs going on into your board very early in the game. And you really need that because the board is everything for you. This is not a burn deck, you don't have those direct damage spells. You need to have a board in order to succeed. You live by the board, you die by the board. So in your overall game plan, you have to prioritize thinking about how can you keep board control. And sometimes that also means trading, sometimes it still means that you can just keep going face. But that's always a consideration. You can't afford to lose the board or you will have no way to come back into the game. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my channel. And you can also support the content that I create by joining as a paying member here on YouTube or joining as a subscriber on Twitch, where I live stream 6 days a week. So you can check down below for a link to my Twitch channel if you're interested in that. And now, let's go take a look at this FunkiMonki's Totem Shaman in action. Let's see. Diligent Note Taker, okay. Just a boring Evil Totem. Priest kept 3 cards, by the way. So this Priest has removal for days. For days, I tell you. See, stuff is already dying. I didn't roll a Doomsayer, and that is a comforting thought. Priest is doing nothing important. That is also a comforting thought. Well, this totemic reflection here. Couple of 2/4 evil totems. Mind if I do? Alternative, Diligent Note Taker into double Storm's Wrath. I can do that later. Priest could have a Holy Nova. That would be awkward. Yeah, it would be a little awkward. Holy Nova or Breath, both would be good. Both allowed to kill everything on the board except for an evil totem. Unless I do the Note Taker play.
Such choices.
I need to do the Note Taker play. This is needed. Otherwise I just die to like Holy Nova. This means the priest needs a little bit more. But there could be penance, there could be apotheosis. A lot of stuff is available. We'll see about that. But this takes the Breath of the Infinite and Holy Nova out of the Pyromancer top deck. Excellent top decking skills. And then a Breath. No, a penance. Oh. What is going on here? This is just getting crazy. This is getting crazy here. I think I'll just Orc Merchant the Vile Fiend away. Maybe there is no Breath. None of the kept cards are left. Next turn Manatide Reflection. This turn Faceless Lackey. Orc Merchant that one. Get a tour guide out there too. Go face. Not using the hero power yet. So maybe there is no Breath or Holy Nova. That's the read I have from the Pyromancer. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. I need another 8 damage. But I don't think I have it. It's the Manatide time. I think I need to kill that Manatide too. Kill that Manatide. Push face with these. Get to draw 2 cards. Well, these cards are pretty useless right now. Is there a Wave of Apathy? There is a random Wave of Apathy. So I have only 7 damage now. But this will draw a spell. If it draws the Bloodlust, that's a win. 6 damage. So if it draws a Totemic Surge, it's not enough.
Such choices.
Bloodlust. Totemic Might. Next turn Soul Mirror can be played. Need some board space here. Totem Goliath going. All of these are going face. Give the totems a bit more help too. Draw another 2 cards. So Priest has to handle 2 boards now. Yeah, Soul Mirror just leaves the Priest dead. Takes all the mana. Doesn't deliver the results. Alright. But how? I feel torn. Because every time I see Trick Totem, I feel the desire to keep it. Replacements for the tricks. I haven't thought about it yet. I don't have Vecina. You could play double Bloodlust. Vecina is just a slightly better Bloodlust most of the time. Maybe we can try with this hand. Nah, I think I'm also probably harming myself with the Trick Totems. But I also do think I'm going for it. Let's see what happens. Frost Nova. Not bad, not bad. That's a start. Tour Guide isn't bad either. I'm going to do the Tour Guide. And the Hero Power. And the Storm's Wrath. Trick Totem's going face. Trick Totem buffing itself. Good. Couple of Felmos, alright, alright. Some Initiates, fine. More Storm's Wraths. That's interesting. Would be even better if I could do the Diligent Note Taker with it. Sad that I cannot. But I think I'm going for it. Storm's Wrath. Trick Totem kills that one. This kills that one. This goes face. Trick Totem does more good things. Clever Disguise. Cool. Face Mode tries to kill Trick Totem but fails. You can't kill the Trick Totem. Well, maybe you can now. But it's down to 2 health. I suppose it's possible. Okay, so freezing or... Freezing, Pressure Plate, Explosives. Bunch of options there. If something gets frozen, I think I want it to be this one. So this one goes there, checks for the freezing trap. Because pack tactics. Okay, I'm fine with some pack tactics. Totems plus 2 attack. Or Totemic Reflection. Why not both? But 7 is going to the dome. Alright, Farsight, good. First day of school, good. It wakes up, wherever it hits, it dies. So far so good. Hunter does have some cards though. Maybe Hunter can handle this. Hunter just might be able to do it. Alright, alright. Okay. Okay, Hunter spends a lot of resources. And concedes. Yeah, I'm not keeping this stuff here. Let's get the Trick Totem right. Trick Totem time. Hi! Trick Totem. Told you. I told you. Trick Totem or Evil Totem? Which one do I want? I want the Trickster. I could do both. Nah, it's the trickster time. Alright, it already has Wind Fury. That's good.
That was wild.
It is wild indeed. Okay, I know what I'm doing here. This is Lightning Bloom. Guardian Oak Merchant on the Trick Totem. And Totemic Reflection on the Trick Totem. And then we go face. Please don't kill yourselves. So far so good. 2 Wind Fury Trick Totems with Divine Shield. All I need is some attack on them, and we'll be fine. Maybe. They could also be guardian animals, like now, with double Lightning Bloom, and everything might die. So who knows? Is it really there? Turn 3 guardian animals. Just a Twilight Runner. I can't kill it though. A bit of a downside. But these might kill it, now that it's down to 1 health. Come on, Trick Totems, kill it. Sweet. Good Trick Totem. Very good Trick Totems. Next turn we're making more of them.
I can't win them all.
Well, the Druid can just concede. I would need some Trick Totems. Super Kiwi subscribed. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. Nature Studies. Storm's Wrath. Okay. Evil Totem with some bonus health, I believe, is what I need here. So that it cannot be killed immediately. Fungal Fortunes, really? That's not a card you see very often. We do this, and we'll do that, and we'll do this. Not time to search yet. Search is next turn. Right. Right, search is next turn. Okay. Now something could die. There's still 1 card that was kept, so things can start happening. Sidekick. I kind of wanted the Storm's Wrath. Hero Power. Yeah, overloading this turn is correct. I think I also want to search this turn. This one and the search. Then we go face. Next turn I play all sorts of minions, and on 5 I try to Bloodlust. Hopefully Druid doesn't have guardian animals before that. But the odds of guardian animals are pretty good. Okay, so then positioning matters. This one goes here.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Then the sidekick. Let's say there's some treasures coming. Sidekick goes here. It buffs up that one. And Titanic Lackey goes here and buffs up that one. And then all of these go face. I think this is the best positioning and the best board I can set up against guardian animals. Hoping for no treasures. No treasures. Only one minion can be killed. Well, two, actually more can be killed with the pop beams. And they can also be iron barks. Has to be pop beams or iron barks now. But there aren't. So then it's just bloodlust and win. Alright. Well, that's legend then. Entering at 1200. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.